Now let's look at the next SOP, guys. This time is the danger zone rejection at the resistance. So let's get started with the example in the MT4 or the trading view chart. So this is the time frame, weekly time frame, and we're looking at the danger zone SNR for resistance with a rejection. So first, guys, remember, as always, what is the step always? First, we go to the higher time frame, which is the monthly, weekly, or daily. In this case, we'll be using the weekly time frame. Second, we go to the line chart, and then we mark the horizontal line at the edge of the resistance. Third, we mark the second movement. And then lastly, we change to the candlestick chart and mark our zone from the edge of the resistance all the way up to the shadow. Okay, as reminded earlier, if two of the candles are at this capital letter A, choose the highest shadow. Now when price coming to the danger zone SNR weekly at the resistance, we have to wait for, what is it, guys? The confirmation of rejection. Since this is the weekly time frame, then we have to wait the rejection at what time frame, guys? The daily and the H4. H4 is the most minimum. We do not want the H1 or M30. So if this is the daily time frame, what is the time frame rejection that we are waiting for? The H4 and the H1. Okay, guys, hope you understand this. Okay, we can look 2 time frame below of the DZSNR time frame. So once there is a confirmation of rejection, what should we do, guys? We wait for setup. Look for setup in this area. So if this is a H4 time frame rejection, we will look the setup at the H1 and below. If this is the daily rejection time frame, we look at the H4 time frame and below. Normally it will come out the QMR pattern first and then followed by the continuation setup. So price will come in to take the order and continue on the new trend. Let's look the example at the chart. So first of all, guys, as always, we open up the highest time frame, which is the monthly, weekly, or daily. In this case, we open up the weekly time frame for the pair of GBP USD. So as you can see, this will be our resistance. Secondly, we go to the line chart. So once we go to the line chart, what is the third step? We mark the horizontal line, which is this one, and mark the second movement. So I will choose this area as a second movement. As I said in my previous videos, that the second movement doesn't have to be a L like this. It can just be this whole area as a second movement. Most important part is that I have a second movement, doesn't matter anyway, that convinced me that this will be a strong resistance. So once we have marked this, what is the next step? The last step, that is go back to the candlestick chart, and then we mark from the edge of the resistance, the zone, until the shadow up here. Okay? So once we have done our marking, we have completed our DZSNR on the weekly time frame, we have to wait the confirmation of rejection. Now we go to the daily time frame. As we can see that the price has come into the zone and made a reversal signal. Can you guys see what is the reversal signal that the price has made? This area, we zoom in even closer. What can you see here, guys? First, the price has reacted from the danger zone SNR weekly with a shooting star. This is the shooting star. And we combine the shooting star with 2 Marubozu bearish candle. If we just use the shooting star alone, it's not strong enough because the price is still inside the zone. But when this shooting star CRS candle reversal signal combines with the two Marubozu bearish and close outside of the danger zone, then this will be our strong candle reversal signal. Okay, this is the confirmation of rejection from the danger zone. Next, we move on to the hourly time frame. Okay, because the H4 time frame I cannot find any setup, therefore we go to the hourly time frame. If you look at the hourly time frame, after the price has closed outside the danger zone in the daily time frame, we look for setup. You can see any setup inside here, guys? Let me show it to you. Okay, why we can't take this as our QMR setup anymore? For here example, we can use this as our high low, high high, lower low, because this area price has reacted. Okay, if we look here, this price has reacted this area here. So this QMR is already taken before the confirmation of the daily candle reacted from the danger zone. So we do not take this QMR anymore. Next, as we can see here, in the H1 time frame, there is a potential SNRC2 setup. Can you see that? Can you see that, guys? Let me show it to you. There we go. This is the potential SNRC2. As I can draw here, this will be our strong support. This will be our rally base drop. Okay. Then the price has broke this previous support, so it has broke two support, then is a valid SNRC2 setup. Next, we need to check our confirmation at the higher time frame. As we go to the H4 time frame, we can see that this setup that we marked, let me go back. See, we mark this zone, right? The rally base drop as our zone, and we draw the entry point here. So we go to the H4 time frame. It is in the body of the confirmation candle. So this is the confirmation of our setup, saying that it is a strong setup with a confirmation inside the candle's body. So we are good to go and wait for price to react for our setup. As we can see, the price has reacted to our SNRC2. Congratulations, we made some profit from it. And guys, at the same time, we can see that there is a potential QMC at the H1 time frame again. You can see that there is a high, low, higher high, lower low. This is a continuation setup. So we draw a trend line. Alright, we draw a trend line. So first drive, the QM head, which is the higher high, has to be at the second drive. Now, if the price comes back within this confluence and at the same time the same entry point as our left shoulder, then this will be a good setup. If the price, let me show you, zigzag, 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 only come back here after the confluence, then it's considered a high risk. So let's look at the higher time frame for our confirmation. There we go. At the H4 time frame, we can see that the setup is in the bearish engulfing body. Oh my goodness. QMC, my favorite setup. And then this confirmation is at the body of the engulf. At the same time, it reacted from the danger zone SNR weekly with the confirmation of rejection. Normally, in this case, I will put a higher lot to trade on this setup. And then let's check the result. Price comes in, react to our setup, and goes on a new trend, which is the bearish trend. So these two setup, we made 2 times profit. Now guys, you are required to do another 3 screenshots of your assignment. This time is the DZSNR rejection, daily, weekly, monthly, and make sure that once you have completed all your 3 assignments, put it in the folder. At the end of the course, you are required to submit your assignment. See you at the next SOP.